Adventure and space. Adventure is an unusual, exciting, or a daring activity a person undertakes. Scuba diving, paragliding, river rafting, mountaineering, and rock climbing are some adventure activities. Adventure in the mountains. Mountaineering includes walking, hiking, trekking, and climbing. Adventurous people who love to stay close to nature and are courageous enjoy mountaineering. Bachendri Pal is a mountaineer. She was the first Indian woman and the fifth woman in the world to conquer the Mount Everest on 23rd May 1984. She hoisted our national flag on top of the peak and made all Indians proud. Bachendri Pal was very independent and fearless from her childhood. She studied on her own, earned money for herself, and acquired a MA in Sanskrit and B.A. degree. She then joined the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering at Uttarakhand, where she was judged the best student and was called Everest material. She climbed three peaks in 1982 and also participated in two expeditions in 1983 and 1984. Then she conquered Mount Everest in 1984. After conquering Mount Everest in 1994, Bachendri Pal led an all-woman team in a rafting expedition across 2000 km in the river Ganga. She also led a 4000 km journey that lasted for 7 months in the Karakoram range. Training for mountain climbing. Mountaineers have to face many difficulties while climbing up a mountain. As they go higher up, the level of oxygen becomes less. Thus, they find it difficult to breathe easily and get tired very fast. Also, the harsh winds and very cold temperature make climbing extremely difficult. That is why it is very important for mountaineers to get proper training before beginning. There are four institutes in India recognized by Indian Mountaineering Foundation IMF. They give formal training of mountaineering to people. Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in Darjeeling, Nehru Institute of Mountaineering at Uttarakhand in Uttarkashi district, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute of Mountaineering and Allied Sports in Manali, Jawahar Institute of Mountaineering in Pahalgam. Mountaineers require certain equipments for a mountaineering expedition. A backpacking bag not weighing more than 50 kilograms, with things like spare clothes, food, map, compass, water bottle, first aid kit, and waterproof jacket. Mountaineering boots called crampons with thick rubber soles. Things like sleeping bags, tents, ice axe, and ropes. There are certain things which are to be kept in mind before going on an expedition. Take proper training to be able to handle mountaineering equipment. Get medical tests done before climbing to check the level of physical fitness. Take training to be able to deal with high altitude sickness. Build up physical stamina by exercising for months before going on an expedition. Eat and carry protein rich, high calorie diet for energy. About space. Space is the area in which the solar system, stars, and galaxies exist. Spacecraft is a vehicle designed to fly into space. It is used for a variety of purposes, including observation of the Earth, communication, and space travel. The study of objects in space is called astronomy. People who study astronomy are called astronomers. People who travel to space are called astronauts. The solar system. The solar system consists of the sun and the eight planets that revolve around it. The eight planets in order of their distance from the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Each planet moves around the sun in a fixed path called orbit. Besides planets, there are asteroids, comets, and beads of dust and clouds of gases. There are also satellites that revolve around the planets. Moon is the satellite of the Earth. It is a natural satellite. There are also artificial satellites that are human made. They are launched into space by rockets. They are used to aid communication and forecast weather. The night sky. If we look up at the sky at night, we can see thousands of stars scattered all over it. People use their imagination to link stars to form patterns in the sky. These patterns are called constellations. Some of the most well known constellations are Ursa Major, Ursa Minor, Scorpius, and Orion. On most nights, we can also see the moon. Aryabhatta was the first artificial satellite launched by India. The day sky. During the day, the sun shines brightly in the sky. The sun is a star. It is in the center of the solar system. Journey into space. The first flight in space was made on 12 April 1961 by Yuri Gagarin, a Soviet Union cosmonaut. Neil Armstrong was the first man to land on the moon on 20 July 1969. After him, many other astronauts have been to the moon. They took pictures of the Earth from the moon in which the Earth looks blue due to presence of water. That is why the Earth is called the blue planet. Indians in space. Rakesh Sharma was the first Indian to go into space. He went there on 3rd April 1984 in a spacecraft called Soyuz T-11. He described India as "सारे जहाँ से अच्छा" to then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Kalpana Chawla was the first Indian woman to travel into space. She left India and went to the United States for higher studies. She was selected by the American Space Agency NASA in 1994. She went into space on 19 November 1997 for the first time. Sunita Williams is the second Indian woman to go into space. She has the experience of flying 30 different kinds of aircrafts. Know these terms: expedition, a long journey for a special purpose; altitude, the height of something above sea level; launch, to send a ship into the water or a spacecraft into the sky. Let's recall: adventure is an unusual, exciting, or a daring activity a person undertakes. Mountaineering includes walking, hiking, trekking, and climbing. Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman to conquer the Mount Everest. Endurance, physical fitness, and proper training are necessary for mountaineering. Space is the area in which the solar system, stars, and galaxies exist. The solar system consists of the sun and the eight planets that revolve around it.